Hello everyone, welcome to Good Morning Tarot. Now, this is a general reading and it is open to all signs. It is also a timeless reading, so whenever you find yourself watching this video, that is the time you are meant to see it. Now, we will start with discovering what is the main energy for today. Okay, for our main energy for today is that there seems to be something that you have to do which will take some time but promises success in the future. It will require some diligence on your part, some patience, some a lot of hands-on work maybe for some. For some it will be a hands-on work. Uh, it will require you to really work on it. Maybe also it might require some preparations before the real implementation of the project will occur. So as you can see here, the Knight of Pentacles already has tilled the land, but still the seed has to be planted. But then after you've done the preliminaries, there will be moments of pause, moments of waiting also, to allow the the new chapter to germinate itself, the new chapter to unfold itself. So yeah, it might take some time, but it promises great success in the future. Now, it can be also that are also in this kind of energy right now, a certain energy of patience, diligence, sense of responsibility. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody we can always rely on. So it's like also learning to rely also on the universe, that whatever inspiration you might have right now, or whatever gift you might have received from the universe right now, you'll know that it will sooner or later come into a reality. Or just that it will come into reality at the time of the divine. Okay, now let us try to see how it will affect you for the rest of the day. Well, the universe is telling us everything that you need in order to make this project come into a reality, you already have, especially when it comes to the skills, emotional capacity represented by the cup, the fire within, that desire to create, which is represented by the wands, the inspiration, the intelligence, and the knowledge on how to make it come into a reality, which is symbolized by the sword. And finally, the pentacle, which is the groundedness in reality, the able to implement it into the physical world. So at the same time, you see here, you have that capacity, everything is flourishing. And the final thing is that as long as you keep in touch with the divine, things will unfold itself. So it's beautiful. Now, what is the advice we can receive from the divine at this time? Well, get into your working clothes and start this new chapter in your life. The Three of Wands shows a person who has already started working on whatever inspiration they might have had. You see here, he has already planted 3 wands, and the wands are already starting to grow. So yeah, you see, it's going to take some time. There are a lot of things that he has to do on the land, but he has already started on it. Now, every once in a while, he looks back to what he has before he has started this project. Now, it's good also to look back and try to reflect. So I feel that what is needed for us is, as we start doing this new unfolding, this new chapter in our life, and start to work on what inspiration you might have received from the universe, there is a need for you every once in a while to pause and evaluate where you are, where you're going, and where you have been from. So it's good to take some moments of pause. Also, whenever we take some moments of pause, it allows also not only our conscious mind to work on the project or on the chapter, or on this new inspiration, but it also allows our subconscious mind to work on it. So oftentimes when you leave a certain inspiration behind and you go and do doing some other things. When you come back, you realize you have newer insights because somehow you have allowed your subconscious mind also to work on it, to study it, and make its own contribution to what endeavor you are presently in. So this is what you have here right now. No, to go now and start it. Okay, it's as if the advice of the universe is, well, don't hesitate, just go and begin it, work on it. Okay, so this is what we have for today for all of you in our Good Morning Tarot. Now let us go to the second part of this video, which is the self-care tip. So for our self-care tip for today, we have here, some of us ran so far away during a period of survival that we forgot to come back home to ourselves. Return home to yourself. You are safe now. Okay, so oftentimes when we encounter certain challenges in life, we tend to be preoccupied with responding to the need of the situation, that we become ungrounded. We no longer get in touch with our feelings, with our body, with what is happening in our physical realm. So somehow the invitation of the card right now is to get grounded again with ourself and with our present situation. It's like mindfulness, being aware of what the body feels, being aware of which parts of the body right now might be tense, which part of the body right now might be painful, or which part of the body right now is numbed. To just be aware of get in touch again with our body, and at the same time to get in touch also with the present moment. Oftentimes when we look at the meditative kinds of exercises, the breathing is one thing that brings us back to the present moment. Sometimes also doing some physical activities can also bring us back and be aware of the present moment, even if it's just an ordinary thing as cleaning our office table. Okay, now it says here also, take a breath and smile. So sometimes all we have to do is just like that. You're working, and then suddenly you realize, wait a minute, I need to slow down for a while and just be in touch with my inner self, with myself right now. And sometimes all you have to do is to take a deep breath and smile. Sometimes also when you are tense already and you realize you are losing your patience, one of the things that was taught to us and which is quite effective is you take deep breaths for 10 times and then you massage your earlobes while you're taking those 10 deep breaths. And just tell yourself as you massage your earlobes, relax, relax, relax. Now, this card for today, in the internal self-care tip, there is sort of a similar exercise, and we are going to go to it right now. You can also use this one, and it's very interesting. It's just a simple one, but it's nice. It makes us get in touch with our body at this present moment. So we'll go now to the internal self-care tip. Now this is for our mental, emotional, and physical health. Okay, this is what is being prescribed for us today. It says here, the body is a powerful teacher, as it often holds information about our other internal states. Today, take a moment to try this simple 5-minute exercise that can help you tune in to the wisdom your body holds. Okay, so your body oftentimes remembers things that your conscious mind has already forgotten. And usually, because they remember those things, it makes certain parts of our body sometimes tense, sometimes numb, sometimes painful. We need to listen to that because they are holding a certain wisdom. Okay, it says here now. So the exercise goes this way. Sit comfortably in a chair, both feet on the floor. Place each of your hands on your thighs and close your eyes. Calmly count 10 inhales and 10 exhales. Begin to bring your awareness to different parts of your body. You can either start from the top of your head or from the tip of your toe. And then you slowly go to other parts of your body. Now it says here, where do you feel relaxed and at ease? Where are you tense or uncomfortable? Which parts of your body grab your attention? And which parts of your body are hard to feel? And also listen to those parts of your body that grumbles, okay? If there are parts of your body that are producing certain sounds, like the grumbling of your stomach or your intestines or the ringing of your ears, okay? Be aware also of certain pains, no? You just listen to the body. And then, the interesting part is the next part that they are suggesting. As you continue to breathe deeply and steadily, ask your body what it is holding on to and what you can release. So these parts of your body that do not feel normal, they are holding a certain memory. You ask them what they are holding on to. And be aware of what thoughts would come to you first. The first things that come into your mind, most likely, is the response of your body. So suddenly, if a certain thought suddenly came to you, even if it doesn't seem to be related to the meditation, consider it. The first thoughts are usually the response of your body. And when you listen to those first thoughts, it will give you certain wisdoms also. So be aware of the first thoughts or whatever image that will come to your mind after you ask the question, or whatever song you might suddenly remember, or whatever phrase you might suddenly remember. It can be sort of like a vision also. So whatever comes first, be aware of it. And then ask the body, release it. If the body produces certain sounds, no, you ask your body, okay, what does that mean? And then the first thought that comes into your mind, then that is the message of the body. And then ask your body, can we release it now? Okay. If you cannot release it now, you ask the divine to help you, or your spirit guides to ask you. You ask them, look, there is this part in my life I would like to release. Please help me. So there's always that dependence also to the help of the universe. Now let us go to the external self-care. This is related to our relationships, our community, our creativity, and our work. Now this is also interesting. It says here, a way back to a more grounded sense of yourself can be through taking on a physical, everyday task. It's an ordinary chore, an ordinary task. Okay. It says here, today, pick a household chore you have been avoiding and take it on with intention. So for example, if your desk is unkempt, just take a moment to work and cleaning your desks and do it with intention. Like, I'm going to finish this. It's going to take me just a few minutes. And then when you do it, you be aware as you do it. You just remain grounded in the present moment. Don't think of the past. Don't think of the future. Just put your attention to this little chore that you are doing. And it will allow us to be grounded to the present moment. Now let's continue. Clean the bathroom. Do the laundry. Allow your body to lean in to simple, repetitive, productive movements. So choose an ordinary chores like cleaning the table, cleaning your bed. And then it says here, send a clear intention. So send a clear intention to honor the space and time you are making to reconnect with your inner and outer home. Usually, when you do an ordinary, a regular task, a routine tasks, it also helps us to get in touch not only with the present moment, like for example, when you're watering the plants, you get wet and you enjoy the water, you become aware of the wind blowing against your face, the sun warming your skin, the sound of the birds singing, the silence of the garden. You become in touch with the present moment. Aside from being in touch with the present moment, this is the time when you do ordinary tasks, you get in touch also with your inner self. And oftentimes it is when you are doing here that you get new ideas on whatever project you are doing. You get new insights. Sometimes you get the aha moment. Suddenly something comes into your mind and you realize, yeah, why didn't I think about that? So it's the same time while you are becoming in touch with your physical or your present moment, you also get in touch with your inner world, and you are allow yourself to also be receptive to whatever message that the divine or your spirit guides would like you to have at the moment. Sometimes when you become aware of the present moment, you get to see also with the you get to discover also the synchronicities that is happening before you. Also the little symbols or little messages coming from the universe, such as bird feathers, little things, numbers that are repeating. You become aware with them when you bring yourself to the present moment and do certain things with intention. I guess this is what they call mindfulness, just being aware of what you are doing. So this is what we have for today in our self-care tip. I hope that it has been helpful to you. When you are free, you might want to apply the exercises they have recommended in the handbook. Thank you for the likes and the comments that you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.